Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this video, I will show you how you can create a Telegram mini app. Well, that is not a single video, that is an entire playlist, and this video is fifth video of this playlist. So if you want to learn how to create a Telegram mini app, so I request you please check out our playlist and stay continue and let's see how we can create a Telegram mini app. Thank you. So here you can see I am open the mini app. And first of all, I'm going to complete the tax page. So actually the tax data is not coming from database. So I need to make something so I can ensure that tax data is coming from database. And if I go on the complete, then I can see the completed tax by the user on this tab. So how can I do this? That is the question. So now what I need to do, first of all, I just need to go on the database so I can see what have on the database, what kind of field we are, what kind of field text we are getting from this database. So if I go here and there is the src module and they have user or this kind of something, that means they are not have any single model about the tax. So first of all, what I need to do, yeah, you will write, I need to make a database for tax. Okay, tax. So here you can see that is the year diagram, which full from in interrelationship diagram. So that is our all field that we need here, that can be have on the schema. Okay, so I create here a file which is tax, and here I create another file which is tax. Okay, tax dot model dot ts. Okay, now here what I need to do, I just create here interface. Okay, interface which is task. Okay, now here I type here a title which is string, then href which is optional, which is the link is optional. Is the link is optional? Yeah, that is not an optional thing. Okay, there is a string that is required. Then the next thing we need the type. Okay, typ type, and type is a enum. Okay, so let me create an enum. The enum is type. Okay, now the enum or the type is telegram, then website, visit. Okay, visit, then YouTube, then Discord. Okay, that 5 is enough. So I just type here that pass here that enum type. The next thing I need to type here, there is the reward. Okay, reward. So the reward is a number, and publish it or is published, which is a boolean. And then I add here additional another field which is delete, which is a boolean. Okay, now that is enough for continue. So what I can do, I just can export it. Okay, the next thing what I need to do, I can make another constant, and that is a schema, and here new schema. So that is the task. Here the title for the tax, the type is a string, and then the title is required, and that is true. And then the next thing what I need to type, which is href or link, then the type. Okay, type. Now if the user, that is a string, and the type is for the user. Okay, the type is enum. Okay, so enum, that is the type. I guess they have issue. Okay, string connection is not available automatic type. Okay, there have a lot of issue that not take that thing. Okay, so I just copy this thing and paste here. Okay, now then I format the enum. Okay, so I formatted the enum as far as possible. So I changed the type format. So I changed the enum. Enum should be I declare here variable which is a enum, and the variable name is type. So I delete that and hardcodedly I paste here that enum. Okay, now the reward is required, but there is not an enum. And by default, if user or the if admin not add that reward, so the default reward is 10. Okay, now I just add here reward, and the next field should be something like is delayed, so which is a boolean, and by default the post is not deleted. Okay, now the next thing what I need to publish is publish, so by default the post is published. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need here a timestamp is true. Now I create here a model, so I declare here a variable which is something like tax. Okay, tax model, then new model. Okay, that's not new model, something just model, and here the string is tax, then the schema is schema, and then I export it. Okay, so that is the database that we are just ready. Now what I need to do, I need to make something like I can add tags from admin panel. Okay, so if I go on the admin panel, okay. What is the admin panel? I forget. Routes, and okay, they are not have any admin panel. So what I want, or what I need to do, I can make an admin panel for this. Okay, so okay, let's make an admin panel first because we need to control it, right? So let's make a component layout, and here that is something like admin layout.tsx. Now rsc. Okay, now here I pass the outlet. Okay, now if I go on the routes, and there I can pass or create another object which is something like the path name, and the path name is admin, then element is admin layout, then children. So here I need to type of children, which is path should be index. Okay, index is true. Okay, so what I can do, I can create here some pages for admin panel such as dashboard.tsx. Sorry, not r, that is rsc. Okay, then what I can create something like task management system, or okay, just add new task.tsx. Okay, now here I need to type rsc. Okay, then I can create another page which is something like task.tsx rsc. So here I created 3 new pages, so I need to add that page with that routes. So I need to add here a route so I can access it. So here I need to pass the element for index route is dashboard. Okay, dashboard. Now the next thing I need to pass, which is something like the path is something like admin, then tags new. Okay, new tags, and then element, so the element is add new task. Okay, now if I go here, then okay, that is for show all tags, and that is the tags. Okay, here I already declare a pages that name is tags, so I cannot declare with the same name. So what I need to do, I need to go here and I need to declare something like here, like I need to create something like task. Okay, tags. Okay, tags by admin panel, or what should I can call it, tags management. Okay, management. Now the task. Okay, so here I need to type that task. Okay, task management. Okay, great. Now if I refresh, that is the admin panel. Well, so here I open npm packages, so you can see whose name is React Pro Sidebar, and that is some of the screenshot because I want to use that library or packages for only make the sidebar. Okay, now in previous time I done that using Daisy UI, but that is not effective, so I want to use it. Now For using that, I need to install it for sure. Then I just install it and go here, and I off my server and install on the Atom, which is our client. Okay, you can see Atom. So that is loading. Now what I have to do, I can go on the playground. Is there a playground? Okay, I can go storybook. First see the documentation, because as a human that is not possible. I remember whole library or packages, so I also need to show watch the documentation. Okay, so open playground. Okay, so I have installed that. So let's design the sidebar. So first of all, if I go on the example, they have a simple example, so I can copy that example and I can use the example here. Okay, now that is sidebar. Okay, can I import it? Menu. Did I need to install any type or this kind of thing? So I'm confused a little bit. Submenu basic. Okay, this kind of submenu. Icon with submenu. Then prefix with submenu. Suffix with submenu. Active. Okay, so I want icon, this thing with submenu. Now what I want to see the code. Now that is the code. So I cannot copy that sidebar code and I can paste the code here. Okay, now what I need to do, I just need to import that. Now first of all, I import from which is, that is React sidebar pro. I guess I need to install anything like type. That tells me no, I don't need to install any type. Okay, then menu, then submenu, then icon, then menu item. Okay, so that is the thing. If I go here and reload it, nothing happened. Seriously, nothing happened here. Now if I delete that icon, then refresh, what is the issue, man? Okay, absolute. Okay, they have a issue, one route page, so I don't need to type this thing. Okay, now this time if I refresh, now that's like me the icon error. So now if I simply, okay, icon is a component and name bar chart, this is a two icon. Okay, so I can simply cut that icon, cut it. Okay, I can simply cut this icon from here, cut that icon here, also cut the icon, and here also. Now if I go here and reload it, then you can see that is the sidebar. Now there is a sidebar. So what I want now, I want to design it. First of all, the sidebar have something like, so that is a one full scan, or that can be look like awesome, like this kind of, you can see that playground, how it look like, that is cool, right? So I need to make that something like this. So for making that, you can see I have seen here already something like sidebar transaction. Okay, there is the API actually. Okay, component. If you have time, you can just read the API, but I am searching a thing that is I am unsuccessful, so I'm not find out that. Okay, only apply on first element. Okay, we provide each component root. Okay, okay, so understand. If I cut this, okay, if my device is very small, then that not effect on the sidebar, that is still visible and it doesn't look good at all. So what I want, they have some class, so autofocus, autosave, color, content. Okay, a lot of thing. If I go on the menu, okay, well, so I come on their API on the GitHub, and you can see that is the API, and they have some prop like default color pressed. So that is initially color pressed status, that is by default, that is false. Okay, so then color pressed boolean, sidebar color pressed status false. Okay, width, they have a width which is default to 217. Then color pressed width of the sidebar on the color pressed. Okay, background color, which is something like this, and then we can set a background color here. So the background color is 000, and 0 0. If I go here, something like this. Now that is white, and that is not looking good at all. So I want something like alternative, but for now I can continue with this. Then they have a breakpoint. Set when the sidebar should trigger responsive behavior. Okay, breakpoint. So I can add here a breakpoint. Okay, the breakpoint is something like all. Okay, custom breakpoint. Set custom breakpoint value. This will override breakpoint prop. Okay, transaction duration for the transaction in millisecond to use 12. Okay, okay. For now I am not going to use it. Then on backdrop. Okay. So active, suffix, prefix, then component, label, icon, open, active. Okay, they have more a lot. So what I want, so that is currently here. Now if I make something like this, that is the sidebar. You can see if I make now this time I could be able to see the navbar, and they have something like a 3-dot menu, right? So how can I get the 3-dot menu? So actually there is a sidebar, and if I go here, color pressed, and if I click here, there is something like this, and yeah, that is better. Toggle. If I click here, that is the sidebar. So I need to deal with that toggle. Now, okay, what I have to do, actually, I have already write something like for toggle, which is if I write here, that is false, then what? Then that is hidden. So what I can do, I can declare here use state constant, use state, which is toggle, and set toggle. Okay, now use state. Now here I need to pass something like a default thing, so the default is false. Now here I need to pass something like toggle. Okay, toggle. By default that is hidden. Great. Now what I want something like, I want here a navbar or a button. So if I want to see the code, you can see they have something like button. Okay, they have a button. Understand? So I need to create here a navbar. Well, for making the navbar, I go outside of this sidebar and here create a flex, and that is flex. Item is center and cap is 3. Okay, now here what I need to do, I can take a button. Okay, I can take a button. Okay, in this button I can take a React icon. Okay, a React icon, which is a 3-dot menu. Menu. Okay, menu. Then there is the menu. Just copy this thing and paste here the menu. Okay, now here I go here, I just type here something like text is 2XL, font is bold or not bold. Okay, text is white. Now something like this. Okay, now here the height is okay. I am see here something like height, minimum height is 400 pixel. Okay, so if I want to see that is something like there is a flex. Okay, there is a flex. Okay, there is a flex. So what I have to do, I have to make that outside of this div. So for making that outside of this div, I need to create here another div, and here it is that. Okay, now this time that is far better. Now what I want the text size should be 4XL. Okay, now here I can add here a padding, which is 2, or px, which is 4, and py, which is 2. Okay, now here I can take a background color, which is white, and opacity is 30, something like this. Great. Now if can be 10, is it looking good? Yeah, usable. Now if I scroll, currently I don't have any content, so I cannot scroll it. Okay, for now continue with this. So I can add here a on click. So the on click value is set toggle, which is something like toggle. Okay, now here I need to set paragraph tag, which is admin. Okay, now class name, font, texture or Monsert, then font is medium. Then here I can say decrease the text sizes to Excel. Far better. Now if I click here, you can see there is the sidebar. Okay, now if I click outside, nothing happened. So if I click outside, nothing happened. So what I want, when I click outside of this sidebar, okay, outside of the sidebar, so I guess they have API, yeah, which is something like okay, on backdrop click. Okay, that is on backdrop click. on backdrop click, and here I type this set toggle, and which is toggle. Now if I click outside, the menu is hidden. Okay, like this. Better. Now what I have to do, I can make that like bottom, and okay, that is for a large scale. So for big scale, what I have to do, for big scale, that is hidden. Okay, that is hidden. Now if I go on something like mobile, the mobile, I need to show that for mobile, so that should be visible, but okay, that should be visible for this scan, and this scan. Okay, also on tablet. But when I'm go on the laptop, like the LG, then his time, please show that hidden that, and you can hide that, but what you have to do, the toggle should be false. Currently that is false, but his time it should be true. Now how can I do that? Okay, now if I refresh, okay, so I have to make something like the toggle, this thing should be true when I am on large scan. So I know what I need, so search it, how can I achieve it? Welcome back. So behind the scene I have did a lot of changes. So what I have made change, actually I declare a broken or set broken, this kind of thing. And so that have on the documentation of that sidebar, you can see there have something like toggle, and inside the toggle you can see they have broken, set broken, and that logic. And I use that because I want to set a custom breakpoint, which is something like if I'm on mobile, then I just refresh it. If I'm on mobile, so I did a mistake. Okay, if I'm on mobile, then I can see the nap. Okay, now if I go on the tablet, still I am see the nap, and if I go on the tablet, then the nap bar is hidden and the sidebar is appear here. So that behavior actually I want. So I get that behavior. Now what I have to do, I have to design that sidebar. So the sidebar is something like that is totally something like a minimum display is scan, this kind of something. So for minimum height is that should be 100%. Okay, 100% or 100 VH. Okay, something like this. Now what I have to do, I have to make something like a header, this sidebar. So header of this sidebar is something like, okay, first of all I declare it, that's width is full, full, and highest is 36, and background is white, but opacity is 10, padding is 3. Okay, this kind of something, but you can see that's look like that, and that's not looking good at all. So what I have to do, I just copy that and I go on this sidebar, inside the sidebar, and that is actually it look like. So I can make the height should be something like more or less 28. Okay, that's good. Now what I have to do, actually, here I declare something like, okay, now there's a size and 10, then rounded is full, if you are full, then background is white, opacity is 10. Okay, that's look like that. Okay, great. Now what I have to do, I have to take another div. Okay, I have to take another div, and here I take a paragraph tag, which is something like Siam Shekh, who is currently logged, and there is the admin name, and then I have to type here the email of the user, email@gmail.com. Okay, now I have to design it. So first of all, let me take class name. Now font is Monsard. Okay, then font is medium, then text is also okay, text is white. Now I can take here something like, I can take here a class name, which is text is SM, and text color is white, but opacity is 50. Okay, now it look better. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to take a margin top from this, which is 3 or 4. 4 should be better. And now I have to take I have to remove the height. Okay, something like this. Now that's cool, really super duper and cool. Now what I have to do, I have to take a menu item. So I have to take the menu item, something like, what is background here, where I have sub menu. Okay, if I go on the basic, you can see they have icon or the sub menu. So I go on the basic, and they all have the sub menu. So I just copy that sub menu code. Okay, so I copy that sub menu code, and I go here and paste here on the menu item. Okay, now you can see there is something like map, and there is a selected color. So if I go on the GitHub, and this they have it something like menu. Okay, now they have something like, I want to change the color when I'm hovering this, that is white and selected color, or this white, I want to change it. So I need to learn how can I change it. So is there have anything? Add a suffix. Okay. 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 Is there not have any icon? Sorry, color. Root style, apply style for menu, root element, transaction duration. Okay, menu item style, apply style on the menu item and component and their children. Okay. Okay. So what I have to do? I have to take root style. Okay, root style. So that is the menu item. Alright, these they have anything like root style. Okay. So what I can pass here? That is a CSS object, right? That is a CSS object. So can I make it something like I can add here the hover. Okay, hover. Okay, that is not working properly. Delete it. Plus name. Then the hover. When I'm hover, the background should be red. Okay, red. Now if I hover, now this time, if I hover, it's a little bit red. Okay. Now can I add that same code on here? When I'm hover, that should be red. You can see when I'm hovering, that is red. Okay. Now I want the background color of this is black. Okay, black. So that background color is properly black, but bottom one is not. So can I make here the background? Okay. Class name, sorry, not you. Class name bg is black. Okay. So this one is black and above one is something like similar. Okay, now the background is white but opacity is 10, like this. If I copy this one and go here, like delete one and refresh it, map, and then Google Map, this kind of thing. So they have hover this effect. So if I just refresh it, hover, and there you can see they have a hover event, hover effect. Okay, now if I go here and they have something like icon, component, menu item, component. Okay, so they have a lot of things, but I actually want, I'm not getting the thing that I'm actually looking. So I feel sad, really sad. Okay, well, so the effect should be, if the effect is white, then why not the text color is black? What's the issue, man? If your effect is white, then why not the text color is black? Okay, so can I make it text color hover, text is black. Okay, now if I hover it, text color is black for above one. Great, he's intelligent, really intelligent. Now text is white when I'm not hovering anything. Okay. Really, I'm feeling sad. Okay, can I copy that code and can I paste here the code? Okay, now if I refresh it, go here, there's something like that. Okay, now background is white but opacity is 10. Refresh it. Background is black. Now there's something look like this. If I click here, okay, not bad, but I'm not looking like this thing. So I will change it on future, no problem. Okay, so now what I have to do, I have to develop dynamical something. So in every time I will not come here and I will not make another submenu. I'm not doing something like this. So what I have to do, I create here an array. Okay, constant array arr. So the arr, and in that arr they have something like menu, submenu, and the submenu have menu item, right? So what I have to do, I have to take okay, let me think about it. So this time you can see I have created here array, so I have to use that array. So for using the letter, I just simply comment that code and I come here array arr. So arr dot map, I take a map which is something like nav. Okay, that give me a nav, and here I export it. Okay, now I have to copy that submenu. I just copy that submenu, and they have something like, okay, that is the submenu actually. Okay, now this time the label of this map or submenu is something like nav dot label, and I can use here icon, right? So the icon is nav dot icon. Okay, now I have to use the children. Okay, you can see here, you can take a look, they have a children. so I have to use it. Okay, so now I can make here a map nav dot children dot map. Okay, so that is something like child. Okay, there is a child, that was a child. I just copy this thing, and this is something like this. Okay, cut this thing and child dot level. Okay, now if I cut this one, if I simply cut this one, then refresh it, you can see they have create map and this kind of something. So now what I'm actually looking, so actually I just cut this one, so they have a map. Okay, first of all let me design it. The class name is text is 3xl. Okay, little bit too much, that is too much. 2xl, okay, a bit better. Then there is a map. Okay, and can I make it 1xl, or okay, 2xl is better. Now what I have to do, create a map and then update map, then delete map. Okay, delete map. So there I have 4 things, and I can access that 4 things by clicking one of them. Okay, now what I want, when I click here, I can be retrieve one in page. Okay, so for make that, so there is a nav item, so I can take here one click. So I can take here one click, and there is something like I take here a navigate constant, navigate, use navigate, and here I need to type the navigation href. So there is something like navigate, and here I just pass the nav dot href. Okay, that is not nav dot href, that is child dot href. Okay, now when I click here, if I click here, I am retrieve on this page. Okay, that is working. Now think about it, there on every page that should be not make sense, every page have a child. Okay, there can be a page. Okay, there, I just make a duplicate of this. And okay, that level is dashboard. Okay, dashboard, and that not have the children, but that have a href. Okay, that have a href which is just admin. Okay, which is just admin. Now you can see that cannot read the map. Okay, if I go here, and you can see that's give me an error here. So he told me, but I cannot read the map. So if I click here, that is try to make something like a children, but then I don't have any children. Okay, you can see here. So I don't have any children. So what I have to do, if I don't have any children, then that not make sense, I will use submin. Okay, so I can use something like nav dot, if nav dot have href, then that means he not have any child. Okay, so then his time just do something else. Like if I go here, there is a menu item. Okay, I can continue as a normal menu item. Okay, or you can behavior like a normal menu item. Okay, but if the href is not found, that means he have a child, then move forward. Okay, now the navigate here, the nav dot href, and here have something like a child, that is nav dot level. Now if I go here, you can see one is dashboard, another one is map. But the thing is, dashboard also have a low icon, but that icon is not visible here. So I have to use the icon. So that is the icon, nav dot icon. Okay, now you can see dashboard, map, and dashboard is have a child, but map have a child, but dashboard not have any child, and that is working. So we are successfully designed the sidebar. Now what if I use something like I go on the mobile skin and I open that, and you can see there is something like this. So if I click here, there is something like that is totally white, and that is not looking good. That's really painful for someone like me. Okay, menu item is child. The active class will be added automatically by React Router, so can use it to style active. Okay, now here you can see I have made some changes, and that now that is looking good. That is the dashboard, map, and that now the sidebar is looking awesome. So I have seen some error on the console log. If I refresh it, you can see there have some error on the console log. So that error come from admin layout line number 74 on this line, I guess. So what I have to do, I have to use a key. Okay, so the key is nav dot level, that is the key, and here also I have to use the key nav dot level. Okay, now if I refresh here, you can see is there again have a error line number 74. There is, I can take an index here. Okay, that is I, and here also that is I. Okay, line number 74, that I use a key. Okay, I understand why I need to use a key. Okay, I have to use also a key here. Okay, now if I refresh, that is perfect. Okay, now so let's make it more perfect. First of all, there is something like user. Okay, user management, and where is the React icon? I need a React icon. Okay, dashboard, BOERD board. Then there is the dashboard. Okay, dashboard. Now there is the admin dashboard. Then they have something like user. Then where's the user? If a user. So that is the if a user. So there is the user. If a user. Okay. Then if I go here, then they have create map or this or something. So that is something like user information, user table. Okay, table. Then the thing something like user address, then nothing more I need to handle here. Okay, same like on tags. Okay, if I go here and I create here the label is ASK tags. Okay, I hide this and I go here and here I take a list. There is a list. Okay, list of checkbox, and here I just take that checkbox. Okay, there's the tags, and there's something like create tags. Okay, create task. Okay, create tags. Then okay, the first option should be something like show text. Okay, show task. Second thing is the create tags, and I don't need anything, so I will do the count operation from the show text, like I can delete it, update it from this page. Okay, that is great. So let's move on. First of all, let me make a GitHub commit. So in this video we started, and our mission was create the tags. Okay, so we are already created the admin panel, and I need to now make something like so I can get tags. Okay, so I guess that is clear. I need to make something so I can create tags. Okay, so first of all I design a page. Okay, then I also need to set the routes. So that is first of all admin, then tags, then new. Okay, so component admin layout. So now what I want to create a tags. So admin. Okay, now here you can see create tags. If I click here, I'm on this page. Okay, so now what I have to do, I just need to make that page first of all. So there's admin add new tags. So here I create a simple design, just a simple design. Okay, so just a simple design. So what I have to do, what kind of field I have actually. So what kind of feature, what kind of field I have actually. If I go here, you can see title, href, then reward and type. Okay, I need that 4 field. Okay, I need that 4 field. So I just copy that type. And here I create a file which is types.ts. Okay, now I go here and there's the page. Okay, add new tags. Okay, now what I have to do, I need to design the page. First of all, what I do, I can make a reusable component. Okay, we are using Daisy UI, right? So first of all I cut that all, and we are using Daisy UI. So if I want the Daisy UI, they have something like field. Okay, let's ignore Daisy UI. We will design that customly by ourselves. So let's take an input field. Okay, that input field, that is the type, and take a placeholder which is something like title. Okay, then class them. Then outline is none or 0. Now if I click here, you can see outline is 0. Now the next thing, background should be white and opacity 10. Okay, then padding is true, and then rounded. Okay, rounded is LG. Okay, now what I have to do, minimum width is MD. If I make this something like this, okay, that is the title. Now I have to make something like capitalize. So you can see that is capital later. Then okay, what I have to do, I can make something like, I can use something like, okay, use from, right? Use from.
Okay, did I need to install it? React hook from. Okay, I need to install React hook from. Okay, there is a React hook from. I need to install it. So what is the npm get it started, copy, and if I just close that and paste it, okay, install successfully. I need to restart the localhost. Okay, I simply restart the localhost, and now I need to use, okay, now I need to import that use from. Okay, I need to use import from, that is, okay, from React hook from. Okay, then, okay, use from. Now I need to use that use from. Okay, now, okay, register, handle submit, then okay, I don't need to reset. Now here I just register it. Okay, register. Here I need the key, which is title. Okay, now what I have to do, I need to make a array. So the array is look like, suppose ARR. Then I take something like, first of all I take the type. Okay, I don't need the type. What I need the key, which is title. Then I need the placeholder, which is enter the title dot dot dot. Then I need what I need, title, placeholder, and I don't need anything more. Yeah, I don't need anything more. Or label should be a good thing. Label, title. Okay, now what I just need to copy that document, and once again, what the next thing, there is href, title is href, enter the link. Okay, that is link. Okay, then here I need to type reward. Okay, that is reward, enter the reward. Okay, now here I create a div. Here I just simply create a div, and here I take a paragraph tag where I pass the label or other information. Now what I have to do, I just simply do the arr.map, and here is the field fields, and here I simply need to type it. Okay, now if I type it, then you can see, I guess I don't need this one and this one also. Okay, now here I need to type, go on the field, field field dot label. Okay, this kind of something. Now class name, let us capitalize, and margin bottom is true, or margin bottom 1. Okay, something like this. Okay, then margin top is 3. Okay, far better. Okay, now add this plus name. Okay, margin top, something like this. Okay, great. Now here I need to pass the key, which is field dot key. Then I need to type the placeholder, field dot placeholder. Okay, something like this. Okay, great. Now the next thing what I need to type here, which is the type. Okay, so for type we can make something like a select. We can make a select. Okay, so the select is something like select, and I don't need this anything. There is a select, and then option. Okay, you can say something like this. First of all, the select, what I need to type here, placeholder. Okay, if I go here and go on the select, input field, ACLE select. Now if I go here, you can see this kind of something, default value and class name. Okay, so what I have to do, I need to type here a default value, which is Telegram. Okay, Telegram, and I can make here a array by using this. Okay, I can simply make here an array of this type. Okay, understand, which is something like options. Okay, options, and there is an array. Okay, great. Now what I have to do is just simply cut off this all information, and then okay, Now the default value is Telegram hard-codedly, or I can simply go here and options 0. Okay, that is the default value. Okay, the next thing I need to type here, I can use here a map, something like options dot map option. Okay, not that should be not option value. Then here I can use it. Okay, now the value, that is val, and now again val. Okay, now you can see something like this. Now what I have to do, first thing, I go on the class name. Now here I use that same class name, pattern copy, something like this. Okay, now here empty. Okay, here margin top is 3, that is Telegram, and this or something. Okay, or I can make something like I can take a div. I can simply take a div and margin top 3, and here I can copy this one. That is something like select the type. Okay, now I can cut this and paste here this thing. Okay, cut it this also. Okay, so that is the entire thing. Now I don't need margin top from that select. Okay, now Telegram, and there is other option. So now what I have to do, if I click here, you can see there is the color. So I want the text color of this should be something like different, but for now we can continue with this, no problem. Okay, Telegram. Okay, this is something. Now if I go here, something like, okay, here I need to type a key. Okay, here I need to type a key or a register key, which is a type. Okay, now that is something like FORM from. Okay, FORM from. Okay, now here I use a button which is submit or create tags. Okay, okay, now class name, font is Monsert, font is medium, then again minimum width is MD, then P is 2, background color is white, opacity is 10, something like this. Okay, now margin top is 5, and rounded is LG. Now you can see that is the entire form. Now here what I have to do, I need to type here the type, which is submit, and here I will create something like a handler, which is something like create tags. Okay, here I get event, which is something like field values, and the field values give me a console log. Console log is E. Now here if I go here on submit handle submit, and here create tags. Okay, now if I refresh and open the console log, you can see there I need to type key. Okay, I will type it title. Okay. So if I click here, you can see I'm getting the information that I need. Okay, so now I have to add here the key. So I add the key, which is field. Okay, see if I the fields dot key. Then once again I need to type the key here. Here the key is value. Okay, now if I go on the atom, you can see I get the data from here. Now what I have to do, actually I need to add the data to the database. So they have tags, so I create here tags dot services dot admin dot ts. Okay, now here what I have to do, I need to make a constant which is create tags async, and rec means request, then res means response, and did I have make anything something like, okay, they are not having a global error handler. Okay, I will resolve it as soon as possible, or I will create a global error handler when I need it. Okay, now what I'm get from this API, I get here something like a body, and in the body something like rec.body. Okay, body. Now I want to create a tags. Okay, result, which is something like a weight tags model dot create, and here body. Okay, now I need to send the response, which is result. Okay, great. Now I export constant, which is admin tags, and that's I export an object where I type the create tags. Okay, I copy that admin tags, and I will go on the routes, and here I need to make another route, which is something like tags routes. Okay, tags route. Now I change the variable which is tax route. Okay, now that is something like tax route admin tax dot create tax. Okay, so that is for post. Okay, so I copy that and go on the main, and here I add this tax route and I use tax. Okay, now I go here, and here there I have something like API, and there is the user. Okay, now what I have to do, I just need to copy that and paste here. Now there is tax. Okay, then they have something like store. There's not store, there is something like base API. So what I have to do, I need to make a tag. Okay, tag types. Okay, I just add here the text type. There's the tax. Okay, tax. Now I go here, and there is the tax file. I change the variable which is tax. Okay, now that is create tax. Okay, so there is the URL is tax. Then there is a post request that send me body argument from body. Okay, I just simply go here, and that should be something like create tax admin. Okay, now I can use the create tax admin on the add new tax file. Okay, first of all I define this. Okay, create tax admin. Okay, now I go here, and there is something like mutation, and here I need to type the data. I don't need the data. Is success, and something like is status. Okay, now I come here, and here I call mutation, and I pass that e or event. Okay, now I also want to do a console log, and I take here a use effect. Okay, use effect. Now here I need to pass an argument which is fetch, and if is fetch is success, then what I need to reset. Okay, here I need to pass that reset. Okay, reset the all field. Okay, now here I need to add one more dependency which is reset. Okay, now I make here another use effect, and here I need to type the status. Okay, now here I use a switch case, and that is the status, and the value is query status dot pending. Okay, if there is pending, then what happen? First of all, call toast. Okay, they are not having a toast, so I need to install a toaster. So toast toaster, or I can use something like sonar. Okay, sonar is a great tool for show toast. Okay, I just install it, and here I need to add a toaster. I import it on the main. So here I just import that toaster, and I import that toaster. First of all, I import that. Okay, I can import that like this toaster. Okay, now what I have to do, I just need to go here, and I need to import the toast dot dismiss pvs all toast, then toast dot pending or toast dot loading, which is something like loading. There is a message. Now I delete the default case, and I duplicate that case. That should be something like fulfilled. If there is fulfilled, then that there is success, and that is something like successfully created new tax. Okay, now here I can reset the from. So I don't need that here. Okay, I also don't need that is success. Okay, then I need rejected. So here I will show an error. Request request rejected. Okay, rejected. Now npm run dev. So what I have to do, okay, I'm waiting for the, okay, that is done perfectly. Okay, now what I do, I just go on the app, and if I just refresh here, I refreshed, and there is something like join community, and the link is something like, there's a link, reward is 500, and there is telegram create tax. Okay, if I go on the network, you can see there is promise, and there is failed request is rejected. Now cannot create a collection. Okay, I have a test MongoDB account, so here I use that the same account for since a long time, so he cannot create a more collection because he reached the limit, which is 500. So I need to use a new MongoDB account. So let me add here a new MongoDB account. Okay, here you can see I have added here a new MongoDB account, and this time the app is running. Okay, so first of all, let me resolve that warning. Okay, now what I have to do, I just need to go back on the admin panel, and I add here join community. There is the link, which is this one, and reward is this one, and type is Telegram. Create task, and the task is created here. You can see task successfully created a new task. Now what I have to do, I have to show the task here, but I show you that step in our next video. So till then, take care, and notice, if you are interested to build a mini app, and that is a Doom mini app, and you think that make is impossible, then you need to call me on the Telegram. So if you contact me on my Telegram, I can make anything impossible to possible. Okay, so till then, take care, and bye bye.